Thank you so much, Vivites, for your wholehearted participation again. Well, as you all know that the good news is the COVID is actually decreasing so far as the statistics are concerned across the world. That is one and the most important thing that the world is actually looking into. At the same point of time, diabetes always has an intimate relationship with this particular virus, which everybody needs to know. See, for example, in humans, especially the WBCs, they are the fighter cells. Elevated glucose levels, suppose if it is there in a human being, that directly increases the SARS-CoV-2, that is, the COVID-19 replication, as well as, this can actually lead to flaring up of the complications because of the COVID-19 conditions. And patients with diabetes mellitus typically fall into higher categories of COVID-19 infection, and poor glycemic index predicts an increased need of medications and hospitalizations, and increased mortality or death rates are also seen in such cases. Although there is a condition called as diabetic ketoacidosis. Although ketoacidosis is typically a problem closely associated with type 1 diabetes, in patients with COVID-19, it can also occur in type 2 diabetes. In one of the clinical studies, it is shown that 77% of COVID-19 patients actually developed ketoacidosis along with type 2 diabetes. This is what the patients have actually developed. The most common post-mortem findings in the lungs of the people who died because of COVID-19, they are diffuse alveolar damage. For example, what does it exactly mean is, there are small structures within your lungs called as alveoli. They are called as alveoli. These are nothing but the air sacs. There is severe inflammation of these air sacs, also causing or leading to a lot of damage, and inflammatory cell infiltration. There is a lot of cell infiltration which is happening. Small cells in the lungs are getting affected because of this particular COVID-19 infection. So, other critical findings mainly include myocardial infarction, which is nothing but the heart attacks. Lymphocyte infiltration is also seen in the liver. Macrophage clustering in the brain is actually seen. Anoxal injuries. So many other. Pancreatitis is also one of the other things which is actually happening because of COVID-19, my dear friends. Which exactly means that tomorrow the virus might disappear, we don't know. But the remnants of this virus, the problems that this virus has left behind is very, very huge. Medically, these problems are very huge. Today the people might not know about this. Tomorrow they might definitely get to know about this. By that time, the time would be very flying away, and the things would have gone out of control. So that is the main reason why whenever you are consuming iCoffee on a regular basis actually, so definitely you will not be able to suffer from all these kinds of chronic complications in the future. This is how exactly iCoffee will help you as a preventive beverage in understanding this particular diabetes, as well as a preventive and a holistic management of diabetes as well. As I told you previously, my dear friends, Diwali is one such thing which has got over now, and probably most people might have been loaded with sweets. But the only thing which can fight against the sweet is the bitter. So the bitter is the only substance which can fight against the sweets. So that is the reason why, even though your iCoffee is not completely bitter, the creamer what I am talking about, the black will be very bitter. So even though the creamer is not so much bitter as well, but the salsitol which is used in the product is considered to be extremely bitter. See, that is what a simple thing about science is. Bitter always fights sweet. This is what our philosophy is all about. So whenever you are consuming iCoffee on a regular basis, automatically the bitters, the sweets. So whenever it is fought, so automatically the people will not suffer from any kind of a dreadful disease in the future. I hope the points are clear to everybody. So not only this, most other important journals of diabetes, whatever is there, is showing something like this. A survey which was done in the United Kingdom, England, showed that nearly 23,804 people with COVID-19 died in the hospital because of diabetes. 32% of them had type 2 diabetes, and remaining of them had type 1 diabetes, which means that both kinds of diabetes, those people actually succumbed to the disease. In fact, they died of the disease actually. So the prevalence of diabetes also increases with the age to reach a peak in people older than 65 years. So people who are older than 65 years are more likely to have a longer duration of diabetes and a greater prevalence of diabetic complications as well. So not only this, there is a lot of treatment options for COVID-19 which are available these days, like treatment with chloroquine or HCQ. this particular hydroxychloroquine, whatever is given at the hospitals, it can cause hypoglycemia, which is nothing but decrease in the sugar levels, especially with the patients on insulin and sulfonylureas, because their effect of insulin secretion, degradation and action is impaired, which means that even the COVID-19 drugs which are given, the antiviral drugs which are actually given, can have harmful effects on the diabetes. They can impair their blood sugar levels. So once the blood sugar levels are actually impaired, so automatically there is no room for the body to recover back. So the body will always fight against the problem, and there is no room for the body to recover back, and ultimately it leads to a lot of complications, my dear friends. That is the reason why most of the patients in the United Kingdom died of COVID-19 already had the history of either type 1 or type 2 diabetes. I hope my point is clear to everybody. So going ahead, my dear friends, as you all know that iCoffee is a coffee product. So it is not a normal coffee product. The most important difference that everybody needs to know so far as iCoffee is concerned is, this is a beverage which does not contain caffeine. It does not contain caffeine. So normally it is non-caffeinated beverage. So whereas other coffees which are available in the market, they are full with caffeine. So first and the foremost thing is why coffee is good for you, especially non-caffeinated coffee is good for you. The first point that everyone needs to know here is, coffee, especially non-caffeinated, is very good for your liver health. Your liver will definitely thank you whenever you are consuming iCoffee, my dear friends, because decaffeinated coffee especially has protective effect on your liver. Even the recent research shows that coffee drinkers are more likely to have liver enzyme levels within a healthy range than people who do not drink coffee. See, whatever references I am quoting right now, I have taken this from the reputed publications and scientific journals written by reputed and expert doctors, my dear friends. So there is nothing which is told on the own. I am taking the references from the authenticated sources. So not only this, the decaffeinated coffee or coffee without caffeine also gives you essential nutrients. This is important. This actually reduces the breakage of DNA strands, which naturally occur but can lead to cancer if it is not repaired by your cells. See, that is also one of the important points, where the coffee beans can reduce the breakage in the DNA. The studies have shown it can also protect from the cancer. So your DNA, which is your basic structure of the human body, will be stronger so far as whenever you are drinking coffee, because as I told you, it will repair your DNA from the base level. Well, 1 in 23 women develop colon cancer, but researchers have found that the coffee drinking women, especially decaffeinated coffee, were 26% less likely they develop this cancer, which means that coffee drinking women, especially decaffeinated coffee, has less chance of getting this cancer. I hope my point is clear to everybody. I hope this is a very new information which is taken from an authentic source, and this is how the importance of decaffeinated coffee has to be told to other people as well. It has to be communicated in this way, my dear friends. So going ahead, so as you all know, my dear friends, iCoffee is a wonderful beverage which is given to you in two important variants. One is the iCoffee creamer, the second is the iCoffee black. So in fact, iCoffee creamer contains the goodness of the milk creamer, which we also call this as a non-dairy creamer. We call this as NDC, which does not contain this lactose, whereas iCoffee black does not contain this creamer. iCoffee black contains 22% salcitol, whereas iCoffee creamer contains 11% salcitol. In fact, iCoffee black can be used for type 1 diabetes, whereas iCoffee creamer can be used for other kinds of diabetes, my dear friends. I hope my points are clear to everybody. In fact, so far as diabetes is concerned, as I regularly tell, India is reaching the peak levels of diabetes. In fact, India is not a sugar-free country. India is a sugar-rich country. So which means that India is the diabetic capital of the world. In fact, the estimate says that nearly 90% of the people in India are inching towards the pre-diabetes stage, which means that diabetes is actually a disorder. It is a metabolic disorder. It is not a disease as such. So whenever diabetes happens to a human body, automatically many other systems, not only one system in the human body, many other systems in the human body are affected. So it might be the nervous system, it might be the respiratory system, it might be the cardiac system, it might be the musculoskeletal system. So all these systems inside the human body is affected because of this dreadful disorder, a metabolic disorder called as diabetes. So as we normally tell, it is a die in bits. That is what diabetes is all about. So in fact, diabetes is also caused because of the impairment or disturbances in the carbohydrate, fat and protein metabolism. That can also lead to a lot of diabetes. So the effect of diabetes, when you see, is actually long term, my dear friends. It is not short term. So whenever the effects of diabetes are seen, it is always long term and it is not short term, and it is actually affecting different systems of the body, and it is not confined to the similar system. So there are a lot of reasons for diabetes as such. Mainly the insulin resistance is one of the major reasons. Abnormal glucose production by the liver is also the other reason. Your liver is a sugar factory. So whatever we ingest, whatever we drink or eat gets converted into sugar. It's called as gluconeogenesis in medical terminologies. Whenever the sugar in the liver increases a lot, automatically the human body succumbs to this diabetes disease. Insulin resistance is also one of the most. So apart from insulin resistance, obesity and physical inactivity also plays a very important role. Increasing age also plays a very important role. Bad diet and pre-diabetes. Pre-diabetes is also one of the most important things which is going to impair the system, my dear friends. So, as we all know that India is actually inching towards diabetes is what I was trying to tell you. Well, the most important thing what we can do is, diabetes is actually called as a palliative disorder. Palliative disorder in medical terminologies means it can only be controlled or managed. It cannot be cured. Completely it cannot be cured. It can only be controlled or managed, my dear friends. This is why it is called as a palliative disorder. So in fact, diabetes poses a lot of other symptoms, starting from a simple tiredness, frequent urination, sudden weight loss, wounds that not heal, always the feeling of hunger, sexual problems, blurred vision, vaginal infections, numbness and tingling in the feet, always the feeling of thirst. All these things put together, we actually call this as diabetes. This is very important. So, diabetes is not something which is very simple. It is a very complex phenomenon occurring in each and every cell of your body. It is not only confined to one part of your body, my dear friends. It is confined to the whole human body. That is what is exactly called as diabetes. So, the most important ingredient which is present in our eye coffee is called as Salacia reticulata. We also call this as the Ekanayakam or the Saptaranga. So in fact, one of the most important novel ingredients which is present in this wonderful product is called as salsitol. In fact, salsitol is a very innovative ingredient which is made from Salacia reticulata, which is documented as Ekanayakam or Saptaranga in the Ayurvedic parlance. In fact, this is a herb which is found in the Charaka Samhita dating back to 900 to 700 BC, known for controlling the blood sugar levels. I hope my point is clear to everybody. So along with this, there are two more ingredients which are present in eye coffee. The first thing is called as the coffee beans. As you all know that the coffee beans is devoid of caffeine. Along with this, it also contains the goodness of the Mucuna pruriens or the velvet bean extracts. So both of these ingredients are very much important for moderating or controlling or managing your blood sugar levels, my dear friends. So far as the caffeine point is concerned, initially also I spoke about how decaffeinated coffee is actually helping the people, not only for controlling the diabetes, but it is also helping us in various other means. So in fact, we use the coffee beans sourced from the Coorg region of Karnataka, which is considered to be the most premium quality coffee beans which is available in India. So these coffee beans are slowly roasted at 40 degrees Celsius for 7 to 8 hours. Whenever we do this process, the caffeine content which is present in the coffee is completely reduced. So whenever the caffeine content is completely destroyed, automatically the coffee becomes a decaffeinated coffee. And that particular coffee is very important for various kinds of other conditions as well, my dear friends. So, in fact, eye coffee is a wonderful supplement which can be used by type 1 and type 2 diabetic people as well. So in fact, in type 1 diabetes, I would always like to suggest you to use eye coffee black, whereas in type 2 diabetes, it is always important for you to use eye coffee creamer. So, along with this, eye coffee can also be used in case of gestational diabetes, which is nothing but the pregnancy related diabetes. And it can also be used in case of pre-diabetes conditions also. So in fact, both eye coffee creamer and eye coffee black does not contain sugar in this. It can be taken for a minimum period of 3 months. For a maximum period, it can be taken as long as desired. It can be taken along with other medications also. It can be taken along with insulin as well. So without worrying much about the side effects. So does this lower the sugar? Absolutely not. So far as the hypoglycemia is concerned, it does not lower the sugar. So whereas other conventional, the supplements which are available in the market, they can cut down on the sugar levels very fast, which can lead to a condition called as hypoglycemia, which is dangerous medically. But our iCoffee will not lead to hypoglycemia. It will gradually reduce your sugar levels so that whoever is consuming it, may it be a normal human being also, without the problem of diabetes also, definitely he or she can get themselves prevented with this dreadful disorder called as diabetes in the future, my dear friends. This is what is exactly called as iCoffee. Well, so far as the preparation of iCoffee is concerned, I would always suggest you to use 1 sachet of iCoffee, that is 15 grams, whatever it is, 15 or 10 grams, with 80 to 100 ml of hot water. It is not warm water, my dear friends. It is 80 to 100 ml of hot water. It has to be used. I hope my point is clear to everybody. So that is how iCoffee has to be made. So, well, my dear Vivites, thanks for your patient watching again. As you all know that, there is a link which will appear at the end of the chat box. Whenever you click the link, please enter your query. Enter your email ID and phone number. Please do not forget to enter your email ID there. Once you enter the email ID, so automatically you enter your query there. So we will be happy to answer each and every query of yours. So thank you so much, Vivites, for your patient watching. Well, this is a question answer time. So today my colleague Saujanya has collected the questions for me. So let me take up the questions now. So the first question is by Mr. Johnson Joseph. So how iCoffee works for fatty liver? As I told you, Mr. Joseph, it's a wonderful question, because as I told you, liver is one of the largest organ of the human body, which is associated with the sugar metabolism. So whenever the more quantity of sugar is generated in the liver, it leads to diabetes. So iCoffee is a wonderful beverage where coffee itself is a wonderful liver protecting product. It is a liver protecting ingredient. That is how this particular thing will help in case of fatty liver. I would also suggest you to use iPulse along with iCoffee in this condition, my dear friend. So the next question I am taking here is by Mr. Medavid Viva Diamond. Can we suggest for uric acid high patients also? Yes, along with the consumption of iPulse, iCoffee can be given for high uric acid level patients. I hope my point is clear to you. So the next question is by Ms. Vanita Illa. Can a diabetic person directly take iPulse without iCoffee? Yes, you can take it, but 20 ml in the morning, half an hour before breakfast, and 20 ml in the night, half an hour before dinner. But Ms. Vanita, if you are watching this, iPulse can be used in a diabetic person only for the management of complications of diabetes, not for controlling the sugar. That is why it is always important for you to give iCoffee along with iPulse in case of diabetic people. I hope my point is clear to you. So the next question is by Mr. Vijay Bhaskar. Can iPulse, iCoffee, iSlim can be consumed at a time? Yes, you can consume it. The first product must be iCoffee in the morning. After the consumption of iCoffee, leave a gap of 20 minutes, consume iPulse. Then leave a gap of 10 minutes, you can have your breakfast. In the night, again, the first product must be iCoffee again. After iCoffee, it should be iPulse, then followed by iSlim. iSlim should be the last product by skipping the dinner. And the light dinner can be taken by around 6 p.m. in the night. I hope my point is clear to you. The order is clear to you. So the next question is by Ms. Divya Shri. With iCoffee, can we lose weight or not? It can, because iCoffee contains an ingredient called as salsitol, which is also present in our product iSlim Bar. That is the reason why both iCoffee and iSlim Bar together can be very good holistic management of weight as well. So the last question of the day that I am taking today is by Ms. Gairik Mukherjee. Some people have allergy complications towards coffee. Can they use it? Yes, Mr. Gairik Mukherjee, if you are watching me, our product is free from all kinds of allergens. So it can be safely used with all, with the people who are having all kinds of allergy problems. And our coffee is also free from caffeine. It is decaffeinated so that you don't have to worry about any dependency of caffeine also. I hope my point is clear to you all. So viewers, due to time constraints, I will not be able to answer all the questions on live. There will be a link which will appear at the bottom of the chat box, or you can visit our Facebook page, enter your queries there. We will be very much happy to answer each and every of your questions. Thank you so much, Vivites. This is Dr. Balu Kolar, Head of Product Development and Training, signing off. Have a nice day ahead.